Hey guys, welcome to QuadKopters.com, and here we are presenting you yet another very exciting video. And in this video we are going to introduce a new product that we have, and also a short demo and a review about the product. The product is very exciting. We are really excited about this product that we have, and here is the product. It's Flip 32 Plus. It's nothing but a clone of NACE 32. These days we have cords that we have a lot of craze for the cord of the smaller size, that is 200 or 250 mm or even 300 mm. Boards like this or CC3D, very much popular amongst them. People like to use this kind of boards. It is a Flip 32 Plus version, which comes with accelerometer, gyroscope, magnetometer, and also barometer. You can see that. So it's a clear clone of NACE 32, but with a different name. The pin diagrams are different, but you can use the same firmware that goes in NACE 32, and the performance is exactly same. Since the parts are exactly same as the NACE 32, the performance is also same as that. So let's quickly go through and see what are the pins that we have. This is the back, this is the front. There is a very stupid thing that the supplier has done, the manufacturer I must say. They haven't added any arrow over here. If you see on the back side, you would not find any arrow. You would not see any arrow which points which is the front side of the board. The front side is this and the back side. So the very easy way to remember is the USB port is the back and the opposite is the front. So LEDs are facing the front side. So you if your cord is like this, then this is how it should be mounted. This should be facing the front side. So the pins that you see over here, these are the pins which needs to be connected to your receiver. These are the input pins. You see you have 8 pins, so you can give 8 inputs, and on the opposite side, that is on the left hand side, we have 6 output pins. So maximum it supports a hexacopter. We have couple of more pins over here. The first 2 pins that is over here is used for monitoring the battery voltage over here, and the second set of pins is for the buzzer. You can connect a buzzer over here, a piezo buzzer. The buzzer can be used in different modes. The one mode is it will beep out when the battery is low, and the other mode is locator. You can just switch, you can just configure your board to a particular aux channel, and when you switch it on, it will start beeping a very high beeps. We have couple of more pads over here. The first pad is serial port. This is the serial port, and this is the I2C port over here. I'm not very sure which port is this, but I'm dead sure that this is the serial port and this is the I2C port. If you see over here, there are 2 pads. If you want to enable the bootload, that you want to flash the bootloader, then you have to short these 2 pads and then connect to the configurator, and then you can flash the bootloader. So this is how you will get the board. The board will not come with any pins. You will have to solder the pins over it, and it's very simple. You see over here, it's not very difficult. For the newbies it will be a bit difficult, but it's not that difficult, I can tell you that. So I'll show you how to solder the pins. This is how you will get the pins, straight pins. I've asked the supplier to send us few right angle pins with the next slot, but with this slot we have straight pins. So you'll have to connect it over here, here, and here. If you are using anything else, then you can connect it, but for now I'll be connecting the pins only to these pads and these pads, nothing else. And I've cut the pins in the right amount. On the right hand side we need a set of 3, 8 pins, a set of 3. On the left hand side we need 6 pins, a set of 3, and 2 pins, a set of 2. So a quick update, how I'll give you a small tip how to the correct way to cut the pins, because I have really wasted a lot of amounts of pin. So first you count how many pins do you want. For example, you need 3 pins, so you hold it over here, you use a plier, you hold the pin over here, and then you bend the side which is outside the plier. You bend it in this way, and you have 3 pins. Okay, that's the correct way to break the pins, not the other way around using your hand. You might end up wasting a lot. So the best thing to do is, first of all, align these pins So I'll put them in the pads over here. These are really very small, so please bear with me. Okay, so we have it over here. Okay. So one thing that you can do is you can use a servo connector, a servo plug, to hold them all together. So as I was saying, you can use a servo connector, that is, you can connect it to these any two heads to place them in the position. So this is what we have. It's very nicely holded at its place. You place it inside and then you can do a very good soldering over here. And we can do the same thing on the other three pads also. So let's do it. Then we can do the soldering. Okay, then we have the servo plug. So we have another set rating. So the next step is to start soldering the pins. So to solder it, it's not very difficult. If you have experience in soldering, then you can do it very easily. First put something over here so that you can get some space, and this is how I'm gonna do it. Okay, so it's nice and stable. So we have the soldering iron and it was heating since a long time. So we are not going to go ahead and straight away solder all the pins. We are just going to solder 2 pins, and then we are going to see the position. Are the position correct? And if they are correct, then we are going to go ahead and solder all the pins. But first, remember, you will solder only 2 pins to begin with. So I'll just add some. I'll zoom in a bit so that you can get a clear view. Okay, so here is the first pin that I'm going to solder. So we have just soldered only the 3 pads, so 3 points. I'm sorry, not pads. We only 3 points. That is these 3 and these 3 and these 3 on this side and this 3 on this side. So now before you go ahead and solder all the joints, just remove the soldered servo plug and check, are they positioned correctly, are they straight from this side and also from this side. Okay, looks good to me. You can see that this one pin is coming bit up, but that's fine, no big damage. So I'll go ahead and quickly solder all the pins. Now there are only two pins that is left, and that is these two. Now these two would be difficult, a bit difficult I must say. You have to connect them. Okay, if you have a tweezer, which I don't have right now, but that would really be very helpful in this situation. So a very good suggestion how to use this. Use the servo plug in this manner. Connect the other side over here. So you have it like this. Make sure that you don't move them. Put them inside. And turn them this way. And let's start soldering. Can remove this now. So you can see that these pins are not straight. So that is why I told you guys don't go ahead and straight away solder all the points. Now we can straighten it up, and then you can see that now the pins are straight and they are at the same height. Now we can go ahead and all the soldering has been done, and here is how the board looks when all the soldering has been done. Very good. So we can move to the next step. The next step right now is connecting this with the configurator and doing the configuration, uploading the firmware and everything. And once that's done, you can go ahead and connect this flight controller with your quad and fly your quad. Let's move on to the step 2. The step 1 was connecting the pins to the board, and the step 2 is configuration of the board using the Baseflight configurator. So to connect this board with the computer, you just need a micro USB cable. Very easy to find. You might be having this one if you are using a APM flight controller, or even with your mobile phone that comes, you have this cable. So plug this cable with the micro USB port that comes with it, and the moment you plug in, you will see a bunch of LEDs that are blinking on the top. So in all there are 3 LEDs. I'm not sure are you able to see it, but the one on the extreme left and the one on the extreme right, and there is one in the center. The one that is on the extreme left, that shows the power. It is a blue color LED. It will only show you the power, the board is receiving the power or not. And the other 2 LEDs that is on the middle and the right hand side, combination of them, they are for the different status. You can find them on the manual that will be added on the website. So the middle one is the red one and the last one is the green one. I'll just move it. You will see that we have a red LED glowing. See, this is the Baseflight configurator that you will have to use to configure your Flip 32 after you have connected to your computer. So this configurator is an app which comes only with the Chrome. So you need to have a Chrome browser to be able to access this. To get this, it's very easy. Just you have to Google Baseflight flight configurator. That's it. That's all you have to Google, and the first thing that comes is the one that you have to add. So after adding this is how it begins. This is how it looks. You see there are different options. I'll just zoom in so that you can see this. You can see there are different options. Here you have the port, you have the speed. Don't change the speed, let it be as it is. This is the option to connect to your board. And here are the different options. Right now these are in a shade of red because the board is not connected. Once it's connected, it will tell you which of the sensors are there on the board. So the version that we have, it comes with a magnet, compass and a barometer. So the first 4 should be lit up. If it's not lighting up, that means the board does not have that sensor, or either those sensors are bad. So there are different things that you can do with this configurator. There are setup, there is configuration, PID tuning, receiver modes and mode selection, servo, GPS, and all these things. It also comes with a command line interface. You can if you know the commands, and you can go into it and update the FireSim commands and see what happens. Also you can update the firmware of this board. So first things first, when you connect this, and if you see a driver errors, then you need to download the driver from here. So this configurator also tells you from where to get the driver. If you see this line, it tells you get the drivers from here. So first, when you connect this to the configurator, the first thing that you have to do is flash the firmware. So we'll say firmware flasher. You don't have to do any changes over here. Just click on load firmware online. It will check the firmware. It will show you the version of the firmware that it has, and click on flash firmware. That's it. So it's erasing the firmware that it has over it, and is flashing the new firmware that you have found it from the online. So once you see this, that is programming successful. That means your Flip 32 is now ready. So you can go over here and you can click on connect. Once it's connected, you will see this. You can see that you have the board. See, I'm moving the board, and it is the quadcopter is moving over it. We have everything set up, and you have the motor positions over here. You see the arrow. So these two are the motors that are facing the front, and these back. So using this way, you will understand which is the head that is pointing at the top, and the head that pointing at the front, and the head that is pointing at the back. And there are many options that you can do. Like you can configure the accelerometer and configure the magnetometer over from here. There are receiver configurations and many other things. I would not go deep about this configurator in this video, but there are many videos which you can find. Even the NACE 32 video, you can go through it. The configuration is pretty much same. Even though the boards are different, the names are different, but the parts, the components are same, and the firmware is also same. And one more thing I would like to point out, as I said, that this version is the Flip 32, which comes with the barometer and the magnetometer. You can see that the barometer and the magnetometer is green, which means that this board has the barometer and the magnetometer. Okay guys, so that's all we had in this video. This is really very good product that we have, Flip 32 Plus, nothing but a NACE 32 clone. And I'm pretty much sure that this would be a very good controller. If you're waiting to try your hands on, do go and buy this on, and do post a feedback about this product. And if you have any feedback, then do let us know, so that we also can talk with the supplier and improve this product if there are any improvements. A very quick thing that we forgot to mention is the size. The board is 36 millimeters by 36 millimeters a square, and the mounting pins are 30.5 centimeters apart. So that is 30.5 millimeters by 35.5 millimeters. Pretty much same as the CC3D. So this is very small flight controller and very lightweight. We don't feel any weight in our hands. I'll quickly do a weight with the weight that we have over here. So we'll just wait for it to go 0. Keep it over. Just 8 grams. 8 grams with the headers. With this headers, I guess if you add these and this, it will go up to 10 grams, but not more. 10 to 12 grams. But this is very good. Very nice thing. So that's all guys. That's all in this video. If you really like this video, do subscribe and do comment. We will come back very soon with yet another video. Thanks for watching, and do visit QuadKopters.com. Thanks once again. Bye.